Communist Party of the Philippines denounces Kamandag War exercises for worsening armed tensions in the region. For more details, let's hear the report from Karil Andrea.
The Communist Party of the Philippines today denounced the U.S. government and Marcos regime for holding the Kamandag 6 joint war exercises, which is contributing to further worsening of armed tensions with China over the Southeast Asia and East Asia regions. The joint military exercises will run from October 3 to 14, involving approximately 630 Philippine soldiers and 2,550 U.S. Marines. Military exercises will be held in Luzon, Batanes, and Palawan. Soldiers from South Korea and Japan are also set to participate. CPP Chief Information Officer Marco Valbuena pointed out that the Kamandag 6 military exercises between the Philippines and U.S. armed forces only worsen imperialist tensions between China and the U.S. Worse, the Marcos regime is allowing the U.S. to use the country as a launching pad for a possible war with China, he said. The joint exercises come a few months after the provocative visit of U.S. Speaker of the House Nancy Pelosi to Taiwan and a week after a similar visit by U.S. Vice President Kamala Harris in South Korea. Valbuena pointed out that the U.S. military takes advantage of these exercises to further stoke the counterinsurgency war in the Philippines. These serve as cover for intervention in the Philippines' internal affairs. Valbuena denounced the U.S. military for its plan to use humanitarian assistance and disaster relief operations as a Cywar tool to bribe military and local officials and deceive the people into accepting their interventionist presence. According to Valbuena, Marcos Jr. is exhibiting complete subservience to the U.S. in exchange for the privilege of purchasing a few obsolete second-hand war material from the U.S. military's scrapyard. Valbuena urged the Filipino people to protest the ongoing Kamandag 6 joint military exercises. The presence of thousands of U.S. soldiers with their warships, jet fighters, and weapon systems in the Philippines constitute a gross violation of Philippine sovereignty and is a slap in the face of freedom-loving Filipinos, he said. For around 2 weeks, 2,550 American soldiers will freely move around the country for war games, conduct counter-guerrilla trainings, live fire exercises, and intelligence operations, and carry out power projection operations in the South China Sea, he added. Valbuena said the revolutionary armed struggle being waged by the New People's Army aimed to put an end to U.S. domination and military intervention in the Philippines. This year's Kamandag, or the kaagapay ng mga mandirigma ng dagat, is the 6th iteration of the exercise. Military units involved will conduct amphibious operations, special operations, humanitarian assistance, and disaster relief operations and territorial defense capabilities. For Radyo Demokratiko News Connection, this is Comrade Karil Andrea reporting.
Abangan ang iba pang mga nagbabagang balita mula sa ulat ng Ang Bayan ngayong Oktubre 2022.
Sa karagdagang detalye sa ating nagbabagang balita sa oras na ito, abangan lang dito sa himpilan ng
Radyo Demokratiko News Connection. Radyo Demokratiko. Demokratiko, Democratic Radio, Demokratiko, Democratic Radio. Number one. Wherever you go, whatever you do, Democratic Radio is on the go.